What's up, guys? It's me again, your best friend, your brother from the west side, Uncle Manuel. But today's video is about my top 5 favorite hikes on Oahu, the island that I grew up from. I will get a few angry people about this because some of these hikes are only known to the locals, and yeah, I'm gonna spread it out for all the tourists. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, guys. So number 5, honestly, personally, my favorite hike would be IL Loop Trail, because there's 3 things you could find on this trail. There's number 1, you can go to the IL summit. That's going along the ridge midway around the hike, and then going that way you can take a right and then go to what is called the Stairway to Hell. I would recommend going to the Stairway to Heaven, but by this time I believe it was taken down. I'm in Arizona right now, so I'm not too sure. But anyways, besides the summit with Stairway to Heaven, there's number 2. There's an access to the waterfall down the ridge. When you can go from either 2 ways, climbing along the summit ridge, or you can take a little shortcut, climb down the ridge, and then there's going to be pretty much a waterfall over there. It's super nice, super duper nice. There's number 3, it's a loop trail, so you're going to be able to see the mountain range, IL mountain range. Then you're going to be able to see the H3, and then coming back down you're going to see the whole IL, pretty much rainforest, and then you can come around, and then there's going to be a little parking area. I'll show. Number 4 would be Upper Lulumahu or Manoa Falls. So the way you get there, there's 2 routes. You can either go from Manoa Cliffside, or you can either go from Jude Trail. For Jude Trail, there's 2 ways of going there too. You can take the trail, or you can do an off trail, climbing on the side of the mountain up the ridge. It only takes usually like 15-20 minutes, since it's only like a half mile, instead of doing 2 miles, which the Jude Trail would be, going up the New Oahu Trail. I mean, if you want to take the long way, go right ahead. But anyways, Upper Lulumahu, it's around 12-13 miles, but it is really beautiful, and there's not much people that go there. And I'll show a few clips about it, a few photos, and also an AllTrails app. And the nice thing about it, when you go that way, you can either go to the left or you can go to the right. To the right would be going Wanaloa Falls. I believe they closed it off because there's like a lot of mud and all that stuff. Or you can either take the left, going up to Lulumahu, and then also going that way, there's K1 and K2. Crater. Personally, one of my favorite hikes, because it gives you all the terrains of hiking. So you're hiking in water, mud, mountains, and rocky terrains. So you're pretty much like you're an amphibian at that point. But anyways, that one is beautiful because there's 3 main waterfalls. There's also 1 pool that you can swim at. You can also clean yourself after you're finished with it. And I'll show a few clips of it. I'll give you the AllTrails trail for it. And personally, it is a dangerous hike. Don't get me wrong, but you also do get the view of the north and east side. So that's like the Makapu'u side, the Waimanalo side, and then you also get the view of the south side and some of the east side. So that's by the Hawaii Kai area, and also the Waikiki and Ala Moana area. You could also see down to the west side, but not too far. And you also have 2 different ways you can go. You can either keep going down, I believe, to like Mount Olympus area, and still climbing around the Ko'olau range. So I recommend doing that one if you are very adventurous, but do note it is a difficult hike, and it usually takes around 6 to 7 hours. So number 2 would be Olomana, or the Three Peaks. Personally, I don't like this hike. I shit myself on it. It's an easy hike. It's short, around 2 to 3 miles, but personally it's super duper dangerous. I would only recommend it if you're an experienced climber or an experienced hiker. But the view, it is phenomenal. It is very, very phenomenal, because you get to see Kailua, and plus you get to see Waimanalo area. It's so beautiful, but it's dangerous. The further you go down, the skinnier and the more steep the trail. And number 1 would be Mount Ka'ala on the west side of Waianae. This is my hometown, my mountain range. I know the whole mountain range like the back of my hand. The way you can get there is either you can climb on the Bolo Head Trail, or you can take the backside of Waianae Valley. So that's you go up Waianae Valley, past the heiau, and then you can park your car, and then it's a gated area. So do note, your stuff can get stolen, or your car can be broken into, and your stuff can be stolen. So make sure you don't have any valuables, but if you do have valuables, make sure it's with you. But it is honestly the best hike you can come across. Not my favorite, but it's the best hike you can come across, because you get to see all of the west coast from, I believe you can see all the way to Nanakuli, all the way down past Kaena Point. Also the highest mountain peak in Oahu. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Plus there's a botanical garden up there, so do be careful of all of the plants up there, since they are endangered plants. But there is also I believe there's a couple waterfalls up there, and there is also a hidden artifact that you can find and that you can take photos with. It's an airplane that crashed during, I believe, World War II. I forget the whole story behind it, but there's an abandoned aircraft that crashed over there. So do go look for it, go find it. But other than that, it's a beautiful hike. So that is it for my top 5 hikes on Oahu. Enjoy yourself. Don't get lost, and do not irritate all my local brothers, my aunties, my uncles. Don't irritate them, because they're going to get mad. Just respect every place that you go to. Pick up your rubbish and just enjoy yourself. If you do come across any troubles with any locals, tell them I'm sorry.